You have to stay consistent with it or you won't see the results, right? Let people get to know you a little bit. Post about your life. The cameras on our phones now are fantastic. You don't need a bunch of fancy equipment.
Okay, awesome. Today, super pumped to talk to my good buddy, Ross Storoshenko. He is a second generation real estate agent, licensed since 2017, early 2017, always with REMAX, and is a platinum club producer. Not quite chairman, but this year, right?
This close.
Let's go. I love it. Ross, appreciate you spending some time with me and giving some ideas and helping our audience learn how to be a better agent, get more business. And today you're going to kind of share some tips on getting more referrals through social media channels.
Yeah, absolutely.
Amazing.
Cool. So yeah, first and foremost, like I get a lot of business from my social media because I enjoy doing it. It's something that I like doing. However, I feel like so many people, and not just real estate, but lots of businesses focus so much on getting like new business and online leads from social media, like new people that you have never known before, right? And for me, I get a very small amount of people that I don't know or they're not in a sphere of influence. Most of the business that I get from my social media is referrals. So it's people that I've dealt with that are already in my sphere that are recommending me to others that they know, and then they follow me. Right. So I like to focus more on my social media, thinking about, okay, the world isn't watching me, but my sphere is much larger than I know. And the people that I already know are recommending me to their sphere. Right. So I like to stick with things specifically on my social media that really share about who I am. Because when someone goes and follows you, I found because I've played a lot with my social media, constantly posting solds and pendings and all that type of stuff. And I found that the most traction that I got in referrals from my social media were mixing a lot of personal stuff in there too. Letting people know what it's like being a real estate agent, obviously posting all of your marketing material, but also letting them know who you are as a person too, right?
So do you strategize specifically of when, how much, and what type of content you want to post? Like, is there a mix between personal and business that you like to, follow a formula on or that you focus on?
So I actually usually post one personal picture or video, and then the next one will be a video of me, giving a tip on buying and selling or a listing or something like that. So I usually do about 50-50. And I think that, that works really well for me. And I think a big thing too is run your social media on how you like to run it. Right. So like for me, if you go look at my Instagram, we were just chatting before here is like, I don't have my fancy mic in my studio and stuff. But I love to do that stuff. Like I love the podcast type setting. And I like speaking in front of a mic, and then I like adding stock video and that type of stuff. But some people like more doing lifestyle videos and house walkthroughs. You got to do what you like, because if you don't like it, you're less likely to keep consistent with it, right? So there's so many different ways and the best way to do this is just go into Google and look at other realtors' pages, find the content that you would like to post, personal and professional, and I guarantee you, you'll see more referrals come in. And it doesn't matter how many followers you need. You don't need 5,000, 10,000 followers. You can have a very small following, but when people go there, they feel like they already know you from your social media, right?
Right. So I love that you're in that mindset of taking care of the people that already know and like and trust you, and keep that bucket full, that relationship top of mind and in front of them. And also you get a good mix of getting them to know who you are, what your interests are, your personality, so that what is that like attracts like, right? So what are those few things that set you apart, I guess, or that you're interested in that people cling on to?
Exactly. And I think that I think the biggest tip that I can give to people today that helped me exponentially with my social media is don't focus so much on the amount of people that are following you, or, constantly having to post, houses and walkthroughs and all this type of stuff. You are your brand. Right. As an agent, we are our brand. So let people get to know you a little bit. Post about your life. The cameras on our phones now are fantastic. You don't need a bunch of fancy equipment. If you are doing videos, my biggest piece of advice is get a good microphone, because audio is very important nowadays. But for me, it's like, don't focus on the following. Don't focus on making perfect content. Focus on knowing that your referral group, if someone refers or is talking to their sphere of influence, and they're talking to someone, they're automatically going to look you up on social media. Right. So
Right.
go more from that aspect of going, okay, I'm not looking for a bunch of people I don't know or online leads, because that's very hard to do on social media. Focus more on the fact that it's like your sphere is much bigger than you think. And those people are going to start following you and most likely use you if they can get to know you without even talking to you.
Right. They already build that relationship without you meeting them already. Right. Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah. And it's
And
helped
so
me
I
a
just have,
ton.
so one quick question, I guess. If somebody were kind of getting into it or just recommitting to being more active on social media or starting their business, is there a rule or a non-negotiable that you follow or kind of have in your mind?
So my biggest thing is consistency. You have to stay consistent with it, or you won't see the results, right? So to me, you have to post at least once every 2 days. And your ratio between your business and your personal. Now, a lot of people do have business and personal pages, which is totally fine. But just make sure that you're staying consistent with it, because I can guarantee you'll start seeing results from that.
Yeah, consistency is key, right? That's amazing.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thanks, Ross. Appreciate your time today. I know you have a listing appointment that you're going to kill right now anyways. And so thanks for jumping on with me. Much appreciated. And we'll see you around.
Awesome. Thanks, Shane.